Hello, and hey, if you're doing good, I am doing amazing. We're going to be doing a base starter tutorial. Basically, it's going to cover types of bases, types of rating, first starter bases, because early game, about a day in or so into wipe, depending on what type of wipe, the server population, the types of people in the server, if it's like Rustified, which I play, which is quote-unquote try-hard people, or if it's like a newer server for newer people and they might not know. So I'm going to show you some things. That's going to be some bigger tips, and also I'll be releasing a tips video for Rust in about a week or so. Say about a week, maybe even 2, because I am starting a new duo series, even trio. Maybe a trio, or feature trio. So if y'all enjoy the video, and let's get started. So the first thing many people do is a 1x2. What many people, or some people, newer Rust players, hopefully if you're watching this, Twig is, don't build in Twig. Twig is your starting build just to get your base down. You never want to keep it Twig because it takes maybe, I think, 2 to 3 arrows to destroy it. So first thing you want to do, really, even wood, I would skip the wood phase. But if you have to do wood, you have to. But if you're going to do wood, I would only do the roofs, really. So first thing you would do is just get your stone, and it does matter what way your base, like what way the walls face, and I'll show you a little example real quick. As many, you know, newer Rust players don't really know this, and you know, dude, we gotta help them out still. Okay, so I'll be showing you right ways and wrong ways. Okay. Do it this way also. Wood, stone, sheet, and armor. Okay, we're gonna start here. This don't matter. We skip the stage right here. You want your, if this is your base, you want the wall to be facing this way. You want the inside in, because if it's flipped, I'll show you a quick little example by what I mean and why it does affect. We'll take a, I don't know, a spear, or what is this, a mace? Okay, so we're gonna keep hitting it a little. Then over time, let's pull this over. Okay, now you see this? Okay, we'll do the same. Okay, now we'll head up here. That did no damage. Now it shows it did get hit. Maybe a little bit. Like I said, I can't see it because most likely it really didn't get really hit. So I guess I'll show you more of an in-depth, harder. That's when it starts to go down. So it makes a big difference, and we'll do stone too. Okay, barely anything. Okay, next thing is pickaxes. Pickaxes for stone. Big thing for stone that people don't realize is it does matter. It really does. So let's do that one. Okay, so this is facing out. We'll do 5 hits to show you. Okay. Okay, as you can tell, it does do some damage. And if we look over here, this will very little do damage. Very, very little do damage. Nothing at all. Okay. And there was some lag. So it actually does 1 damage per hit. So you want your hard side to be facing outward so people can't pick inside your base. Sheet metal, same thing. Armored, it's not really, doesn't really matter, but this is the right way. Sheet metal, same thing. I'm not saying it's as easy to, you know, pick it or anything, but I mean, it's about every 2 hits or so. I mean, if there's what, like 10 people, that adds up pretty quick. So, and armored, it doesn't really matter. You're armored. I mean, not many people's gonna come and pick it down, but this is the right way. So all of these ways should be facing outwards, and all the other ways should be facing out. So it means when you come outside your base, you should see one of these, not one of those. Okay, let's get back to the base. So most people are going to do a 1x2 for their starter and a triangle right here. Now this triangle is recommended very, very early. But let's show you. Right, wrong. You'll know the difference. Unless you're doing a cupboard at the backside of the base if you're solo. But most people don't do that. Okay. So you get your door frame, wall. Don't forget your ceiling. Okay. Upgrade all that. Okay, we're gonna using types of doors now. Okay, we're gonna do 2 sheet metal doors. Now it does matter what way you place this door, because it could help you if you're being raided. Okay. So either way, this door doesn't really matter what way it's placed. Okay, so you come in right. Well, this door is gonna save you. It's gonna stop people from coming in and people from going out. But if it's facing this way, I mean, you just let them. It's free entrance. Same. I mean, it won't. This won't do anything. So that. I mean, that's pretty obvious. You want to really try to make sure you aim your doors right. Best way, and even getting a more maybe late game. Let's say you find a double door somewhere in a chest or somewhere, and you don't really want to learn it. Put it right here. That'll be your last source of protection. So that's gonna be your main loot room, boxes, and everything like that. So we're gonna move on to a 2x2. Almost the same thing. Okay. Depending on, there's lots of different ways to do 2x2s. But personally, I don't really build 2x2s. I'll show you my base design I usually do. Okay, let's upgrade all this. You always want to do your foundations first, no matter what. Walls and ceiling. Ceiling's gonna be your your least worried building object in Rust, because people have to boost up, or if they have a ladder, meh. But definitely foundations and wall, because to get to roof, it's gonna take them a little bit more time. So same thing, we're gonna do the same thing with the doors. Same exact thing we did. Okay, make sure it faces inwards, so. Okay, now we're also gonna go here. Build a wall. Another door frame. And even if you want, you can do another door frame. This is basically just a honeycomb 2x1. So that's really gonna stop raiders from going in early game and everything like that. Now it will not matter what way you really place this. I mean, it's gonna be risky if you're coming all the way up here and this is your last source of defense. You really don't want to be testing it, but it can stop raiders. But at the same time, you can also lose the base. So that's up to you. But I would still place it this way, just in case you do get some type of luck. Okay. So this is a 2x2, 2 squares by 2 squares, and the other is a 1x2. So same source of defense, and I'll show you the base design I go with, because it's made for people that, you know, are solo, maybe even duo. I usually do this base because it's simple. Triangle, square, square, square. Okay, so first you have a door, then I'll show you the honeycomb version of it. It's definitely very simple. Okay. 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 Try to get your roofs up. As you can tell, this is not a sniping base. I don't really care about roof camping. I actually go out with a bolty and do it if needed. So if you're wondering, this is a triangle in the middle, 3 stone foundations off it, 2 triangles between each stone foundation. You have a little airlock right here. Make sure this is flipped. This is where your cupboard's gonna go. Okay. There you go. The honeycomb version. Just like this. Basically same thing around. Oh, there we go. Okay. There's tons of ways you can do this honeycomb for this base. Just depends how you want it and everything like that. Just like that. Usually put a door right here. And doorways leading to this. Even right here, because this could be extra loot. Okay, come around here. this is more of a quote-unquote advanced starter base. But this is only the first part right here. And really, this is pretty cheap. This is about, I don't know, 1,800 in stone. And really, if you just get this up first, you're set. This is only 600 plus, I gotta see how much everything is. About, maybe 1,000 stone. Once you get foundation, that's 150. About maybe a little over 1,000 stone, if that. Then you get your honeycomb on, or you don't. Usually, I don't care about compounds. I think compounds in a trio, solo, duo, trio is just, I don't know, pointless. Stuff like that. So here's the 2x2. Honeycomb on a 2x2 is quite simple, actually. If you did want to stay in a 2x2 your whole wipe, you could easily do this. I mean, I don't suggest it. It's like I said, it's a 2x2, but it's not a bad idea. If you're not really good at building and everything, I would just maybe stick with a 2x2. Like I said, I don't really suggest it because it's just not a ideal base, personally. Okay. Okay. There's nothing wrong with a 2x2. It's just not. I don't know. Yeah, so if people were raiding with satchels and everything, I'll try to give you the most hardest way. If you had all walls around this and everything, I'm gonna keep this open so y'all can see. If they were gonna go raid, let's say this is your beginning doors right here. Okay, that'd be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 satchels to get to your main loot. Or if they went through a wall, be depending on the wall, let's say right here, and we'll go right here, be about 10, 20, about 30. So going through the doors would be more cost efficient. So over here, same thing. If you want to honeycomb it, I really don't recommend it, but you can also put a cupboard in the back of this base. Okay, that's another very good way. So, another way to save space, I'm sorry. And also speaking, most people that have a base like this will be newer, and they can have a secondary door right here. And most people, if they have a 2x2, and they have a door frame and a triangle with a wooden frame, most likely they're gonna have a sheet metal door right here, and they'll keep this wood. So same thing over here. If they have they could have a wood door here, and they might have a sheet metal. It's kind of a tight space, but people make it work. But if you're a new player wanting to keep your resources, I would highly recommend keeping it simple. Let's put it that way. So my design is very simple. Okay, if we just get rid of all this, so I can actually show you. Some people think this is complex, and I don't know. Some people actually don't like it either, which I don't blame them. I mean, you know, everyone has different base opinions. But for starter base, I mean, it's not bad, and I always put doors right here. Okay. And I mean, cupboard right here. It's not a bad gig. You have loot room. We always put this right here, so you come around. We usually don't have a door right here. Furnaces, we have 4 boxes right here with 2 right here, 1 right there, and 1 right there. We can fit about 8 to 10 boxes. 8's ideal, 10's pushing it, and that's along with barbecue pit, small boxes, bags. We don't keep anything in here besides a shotgun trap. Usually it goes 3 wooden boxes right here, a box right here, so you actually do have to go around. Barbecue pit with a wooden box right here under it. 2 furnaces, blueprint table, box under it, box right here, box right there. A shelf full of boxes. Come over here, there's gonna be a box, repair bench right, sorry, not repair bench, what do you call it? A table, I can't remember for some reason. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. Over here, it'd be about boxes right here too if needed. So if y'all enjoyed this video, hopefully it helped you a little. So I'll be doing another tip video coming ahead. The tip video will be going in depth more about tips, not really how to build and everything. This is for more new players, not knowing how to build and everything like that. So as more time progresses, I'll be making more videos on helping new players, just to get them started. New players, we like new players in Rust. It gives us something better to do with our life. Okay. So I'll see y'all around, and good luck out there.